Look, okay, I'm not helping anyone here. I know we said that we would beat them together, but we just can't. I've gotta go. I'm so sorry. Don't make this harder than it really is. Bye, Paula. Hello and welcome back to the Little Girl Cells podcast, where we talk about the matters of the psychological, mon ami. Today we'll be looking at the disorder bipolar. Bipolar disorder is a mood disorder characterized by episodes of mania/hypomania and depression. It significantly affects mood, energy levels, behavior, and daily functioning, with periods of stability in between. Nifty little medicine. Let's look at the side effects. For a manic episode, bipolar 1, elevated or irritable mood, inflated self-esteem or grandiosity, decreased need for sleep, talkative or pressured speech, racing thoughts, distractibility, risky behavior like spending money recklessly or sexual activity. A hypomanic episode, aka bipolar 2, it's less severe than manic, but still observes changes in functioning. For a depressive episode, low mood, loss of interest or pleasure, fatigue, feelings of worthlessness, sleep disturbances, suicidal thoughts, and dark thoughts. I wonder what dark thoughts?
Things that are dark.
Like what?
Darkness, night, things of the night.
Dracula.
Bipolar disorder affects about 1 to 2% of New Zealanders, so like 50,000 people and 250,000 sheep. Maori experience higher rates of hospitalisation for mood disorders, often due to unequal access to early support. Onset is typically in the late teens to early 20s. I'm fine. Bipolar equally affects men and women. Well, 52% of people with bipolar are women and 48% are men, so, women are something more than men. Feminism. There's a higher risk of getting bipolar if you have a family history of bipolar or mood disorders. It's often diagnosed after multiple mood episodes or hospital admissions. Other disorders that can go along with bipolar are anxiety disorders, ADHD, substance use disorders, eating disorders, or PTSD. Let's look at bipolar through the Times DSM-5. Third Australian and New Zealand edition. They only got the third DSM version. Mental health didn't exist before that. For bipolar 1 disorder, at least one manic episode may or may not be followed by a depressive episode. Symptoms must last at least 1 week or require hospitalization. For bipolar 2 disorder, at least one hypomanic episode and 1 major depressive episode. No history of full manic episodes. It's a heavy book. A lot of psychology in this book. Absolutely no maps. The biological explanations for bipolar are dysregulation of neurotransmitters like dopamine, norepinephrine, and serotonin. It could also be abnormalities in the brain areas like the amygdala and prefrontal cortex. It's high heritability rate if both your parents have it, like 85% heritability rate. Both your parents have bipolar, and your circadian rhythm disturbances as well. I don't know what they're talking about though, because you can't stop for that rhythm. For the psychological explanations, we can look at the cognitive approach, negative thinking patterns during depression, grandiose thinkings during mania. CBT helps identify triggers and improve mood regulation. If you don't know what CBT is, then I'm sorry, because it's just too hard to explain. Like, you wouldn't get it. And I know what it is, absolutely. You wouldn't get it. You can also look at the sociocultural approach, Like life stresses, stigma and cultural barriers may worsen symptoms. Access to care is often poorer in rural or Maori communities. Whānau and cultural frameworks are important in treatment. The psychodynamic approach is like conflicts between dependency and autonomy may underline mood instability. Insight-oriented therapy can help some clients. Behaviorist approach. Mood episodes can be reinforced by environmental responses, e.g. attention or relief from responsibility. Routine-based interventions help stabilize behavior. Some of the treatment options include mood stabilizers like lithium and valproate. You can have atypical antipsychotics like quetiapine. Get that B in there. CBT and psychoeducation, interpersonal and social rhythm therapy, aka IPSRT or IPSRT. Have family-focused therapy and lifestyle management, like sleep routines and stress. Thank you for watching the Little Grey Cells podcast.
I prefer to use my little grey cells.
That is cold.